And here's what I know. The data is really incontrovertible on this, that we've seen a 40-year decline in systemic trust in all institutions, nearly all institutions. For some reason, the military has been rising in that same period. But religion, business, leadership, government, schools, healthcare, you name it, we dramatically trust it less than we did. And a lot of that acceleration increased in the early 2000s with the advance of what I thought and everybody thought was going to be this massive global positive good, which was the internet. More information, more access, you can get anything, you can find out anything, transparency, visibility, connection, all of these really heavily coded buzzwords were going to solve, so much for us. I don't have to convince you, right, that that hasn't really been how it's gone, that it has accelerated distrust. It has in some ways broken the exact trust that it promised, right? Firms that said, oh, we'll never sell your data, sell your data. Firms that said, oh, we're just here to help connect you with your friends and family, use that connectivity to transform economies and elections and governments in not necessarily the most savory ways. I talk every day with people who are in SEO and other marketing functions who feel like their entire careers have been betrayed by Google and other firms that they trusted to get them to be a partner in where they were going. And here we are, right? And we've been convinced that the solution to all of this is just to keep leaning into it, to keep trusting where trust has been broken. It's all going to be fine. And that if we just get efficiency figured out, if we just keep leaning into efficiency, it's all going to work itself out. But I I think we know that's not true. I mean, here's what I know: the overwhelming majority of ventures simply just don't depend on tech-powered efficiency. They use technology. Technology plays a role. Obviously, software plays a role. Where I'm sitting here staring at a computer, it plays a role in my business. But the fundamentals of my business is human. It's people, complicated human beings who have to keep showing up and building something that matters in the face of everything else that they're facing. Again, as I mentioned, that trust is in as bad a state as it's ever been in the modern times. And I think if the mass media and big tech have anything to say about it, it's going to keep getting worse. I also know that hope is an action, and that leaders and founders and ventures that believe in a mercantile, a two people facing each other, making a transaction, humanist economy, one where we make ethical trades, not extractions, one where not every action is a zero-sum game, one where the thriving of customers and employees and communities and, shareholders and capital can work together for shared outcomes